Remember the chalice lighting words from this morning? When the master governs, the people are hardly aware that he exists. Next best is a leader who is loved. Next, one who is feared. The worst is one who is despised. If you don't trust the people, you make the people untrustworthy. The master doesn't talk, he acts. When his work is done, the people say, "Amazing, we did it all by ourselves." The people say, "Amazing, we did it all by ourselves." We are the people of UUCSR. Can we say that together? When I say amazing, can you join me and respond, "We did it all by ourselves"? Amazing. Did it. So what did we do? Well, in 2023, after 6 years without a men's retreat, we gathered at a Buddhist retreat center in the forest near Timber Cove. Bruce Hope and Mac Freeman had found the location and rented it at risk of losing the deposit, and then enlisted the likes of Ethan Foote and Jim Wolfe, Joe Gabafe, me, Eric Fisher, and some others with the aspects of creating an inspiring gathering. We did it, and we did it again in 2024, and we enjoyed ourselves again earlier this year. We've now made it an annual event. The women's has always been an annual event, but this is good for us. We brought back the men's retreat. Amazing. We did it. What else did we do? After more than a year of exclusively virtual worship services during the COVID pandemic, we reconvened. And when we did, we needed not only safety protocols, our old ones and our old volunteers, but also some new safety practices and for germs and other threats. Tamara Merle and Aphrodite formed a safety team, including John Jaffrey, Stacy Drucker-Andres, Jamie Kerr, Bruce Hope, and Fred Brewer. And they enlisted others to serve as safety stewards, Jim Wolfe and me. Later, we're joined by Susan Bartholomew and Eric Fisher and Robert Hausman. And of course, our sextons, formerly Manny and now Carlos. Earlier this year, we had our first ever congregation emergency drill and evacuation from this sanctuary. And just last weekend, 23 members and staff attended a 3-hour CPR and first aid certification training right here in this building. All in the name of keeping safe everyone who chooses to worship with us or have Saturday breakfast with us. Amazing. We did all by ourselves. And what else have we done? Some among us have been seeking a more contemplative type of service in addition to this Sunday service, yet with music. A couple years ago, Judy Withy spearheaded our monthly Taizé service with chanting by Gage Purdy and additional help from Catherine McBride, Judy Irvis, and Sally Jones. This is a smaller, more intimate gathering on the first Thursday evening of each month by candlelight for an hour. No talking, a short reading or two, meditative periods, and singing together. A wonderful experience. I might even say, amazing. Did it? And yeah, in these and in so many other ways, after a pandemic and the loss of 2 ministers, we have done it. We are doing it, and we're ready to do more. And to that I say again, amazing. We did it. Except that we didn't. We didn't do it all by ourselves. If you ask Bruce Hope and Mac Freeman how it was that they reestablished the annual men's retreat, you'll hear that it might not have happened that year were it not for Rev Dave's encouragement to take the risk. And if you ask Tam how the safety team developed into a functioning committee capable of responding to new concerns, she'll tell you about the steady encouragement and support which has come from Rev Dave. And Judy Withy couldn't be more direct than when she says that if it weren't for Rev Dave's encouragement, we would not have a Taizé service. We did it with Rev Dave's encouragement. How many times did he speak to us during a service or a chili cook-off or at a congregational meeting? And did you hear what he said? He said, amazing. But he didn't say, we did it. It hurts me, but he said, you did it. You picked yourselves up. You set your differences aside. You made yourselves into a congregation that any minister would be glad to lead and join. But here's the thing. He knew he couldn't join. He knew he couldn't stay. It is the nature of the role of the interim minister. Careful not to let them love you too much. Careful not to fall in love with them. Not only will it hurt when the parting happens, but hey, a congregation in the midst of a love affair with its current minister is not a congregation ready to marry a settled minister. So don't say we, say you, so distancing. Rev Dave has stayed true to his role as interim minister. Encourage us, break our habits, change up the order of service. Dare even to skip the spirit of life or a meditation. Encourage members to share their secret talents with the congregation in new roles. And when members or staff suggest a zany new idea to engage with each other, whether a church Dungeons and Dragon group or a worship service split into 3 separate worship rooms, or that chili cook-off, say yes, do it, take the risk. Foster innovation and community engagement. Free us from habits we learned from the previous minister, good, bad, or indifferent, and help us steady our organization so that some other lucky minister or ministers can come join our church, lead in their style without us resisting out of our old habits, and then they get to say we from the pulpit. 3 years ago, Rev Dave accepted our request to hire him as interim minister. He says he just knew this was the right fit. And he also knew then, and has remembered all along, that this role comes with an expiration date. And that date is today. In just a few moments, we'll hear our choir sing a song of Dave's choosing, and then he'll deliver his final sermon to us. And I've not actually had a sneak peek, but I'm pretty darn sure that he'll encourage us to celebrate the amazing work we've accomplished together. Because to our benefit, that's exactly and consistently what he's been doing for 3 years now. Rev Dave, thank you for being the kind of leader, now that your work is done, that has us people saying, amazing, you did it all by yourself.